news or anything.
For the last hour, we just couldn't shut up, and now...
Well,
No, that was good.
the plan is for this to be a chatty episode, but the things we were chatting about
we can't chat
weren't
about
appropriate
publicly.
for the
No.
pod.
No. Those are secrets. And
so
that's a
much
secret I'll
amongst
never
friends.
Secrets, they make friends.
secrets. They make friends.
They do.
Exactly,
You know the saying.
They make
They're
good
very
friends.
fun when you make friends.
Yes.
Oh, I love a secret.
Oh, me too. And I love to tell a secret.
Yeah. Well, and then also, like,
Will?
somebody tells me a secret, and this isn't true with every single secret, and they're like, don't tell anyone. But half the time I go home and I'm like, Zach,
Yes.
guess what?
Yes.
Sometimes, like, you have to know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Immediate.
I also have to get it out and tell
Yes.
someone.
If you're
will
like,
explode.
don't tell anyone, I'm like,
personally.
I'm going to post about
I
it
have to tell
online.
one person.
Yeah.
Yes. Or I'm going to dream that I posted about it.
Yes.
So really, to save yourself, just tell someone.
Yeah, but every once in a while there's a secret that you just, you keep it to yourself.
Or you hold on to it for a really long time, and then, like, it comes up at the, like,
When
most
it doesn't matter.
perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Anyways.
Secrets. Anyways.
Today we're joined by Moki. And we're doing video again.
Yeah.
This is my first time doing video.
And we're
And a
at
second
Ellie's
time.
house today.
And we're at my house.
We were at my house last time.
Don't look at all my art that
I like
all
that.
my frames that doesn't have anything in
I
it.
like it.
Someday.
That's
Someday.
I kind of like that one.
I do
Which one?
currently.
With the leaves.
Oh.
I know there's no picture in there, but I kind of like it.
Thank you. And do you like my one of Moki and Coraline
I love
as
that
bandits?
one so much.
From
That was the first
Harriet?
thing I saw.
Is that from Harriet?
Nope, it's from a place that I will not say that I shopped on.
Oh, I thought someone sent it
Oops.
No.
to you. Oh.
If you look closely, you can tell that it is pixelated.
Does it?
Yes, I know.
Does it
Because we also have
It starts with a T and ends
Okay.
with
I
a
was gonna say. I thought I was gonna say. Does it start with an S? Timu.
an S. Oh,
Shein. But I guess that. Wait. Who?
But same thing. I mean, they're basically
They're
Temu,
all-
Shein, TikTok Shop.
What
Which
is it,
TikTok Shop
Taboo?
is 50 and 50. Temu.
Temu.
Or
Temu.
Temu.
Whatever it's called.
I don't know.
They said
I just misheard
Temu
it.
on an
I
ad.
thought you said
so-
taboo. At
I
first.
said
Taboo.
Temu.
Yeah.
But I have deactivated my account.
On what?
I did delete my
Temu.
app.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you could always go back if you want, but then you
Yeah.
don't have the urge. It at least puts a
Yeah.
little extra steps in front of you.
Yeah.
Me and Thompson watched back to back, which I don't know why we did this. Because I didn't really realize. We watched Buy It Now, which is a Netflix documentary about consumerism and overconsumption. And then I didn't think Brandy Hellville was going to touch on like overconsumption, but it did. And so we watched them like back to back, and now I feel just horrible.
I was also watching something about Zara and H&M.
Yes.
How it's like
Yeah.
killing them.
But also, it makes me feel like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
so true.
like I'm gonna stop, and you're gonna keep doing what you're doing.
I know.
I stopped shopping at Zara, and all of a sudden there's not a million pounds of clothing going to
The
wherever-
landfill?
Yeah, like every single week.
Also, why is it going to a landfill? Why isn't it going to homeless people? Like people that don't have like
It
corporate
goes
greed?
to I can't remember exactly where it is, so I'm not gonna say, but a very underserved third world country, but they have so much of it that it fills their oceans because that's just where it's sent to. They don't need it anymore, but that's just everyone's like, and we donate all of our clothes to.
and then it's like
blank.
overwhelming.
Yeah, like people. Yeah, it's insane.
Well,
It's
and
messed
like,
up.
I think this is something I'm trying to be a little bit more like conscious of, is like purchasing clothes that are recycled polyester instead of polyester, because polyester and what is it like there's polyester and another fabric, they're just plastic.
Yeah.
So it's like something that starts with an S. I can't remember, but
Synthetic.
yeah, it's I don't even remember what rayon
Rayon.
and polyester are just plastic. If you guys watch Mia Maples on YouTube, she is just like a classic YouTuber. Like she reviews things, and like I have subscribed to her since like high school, but a lot of the brands she reviews on like if their stuff is ethically sourced, if they have like a thing on their website that says like where their things are made and stuff. And she just did a comparison between Dot Fit, which is the Blogilates brand, or not Dot Fit, Pop Fit, and then she just released a line with Target, and she compared the two of them.
Is it bad?
No, they're both good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I just got a set.
no. Pop Flex. Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
it's
Pop
Pop
Flex. Dot Fit is the name of where we get our supplements. Pop Flex is her brand. They have a whole thing on their website about like sustainability and where their clothes are made and like all that stuff. So like they're good, and they do have like polyester stuff, but like they talk about how there's things that are made. But her brand in Target, some of the stuff is made with recycled polyester.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She's
She's good.
No,
all
she's
around.
really okay.
Yeah.
And
she
they watch
designs
her
all her
videos.
stuff. And,
And then they watch her videos, and they like this girl, Mia Maples. They watch her videos, and then they like do stuff with the feedback of it.
That's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually.
She was like, you should add a place on your website for blah, blah, blah. And then they added it.
There is a I am not going to have terms at the moment, but there is a place, because part of the Brandy Melville documentary, the whole thing for like Brandy Melville is like their clothes are made in, where did they say their clothes are made in? Not Italy. I don't know.
It's
some like
definitely
European
European.
country that really, it's just still like Chinese sweatshops there. It just happens to be in this place. It's yeah. But in that same place is a factory where their whole thing is they take recycled clothes and they make new thread out of it, and then people buy the thread and then make clothes out of that. So instead of like, I don't know, it's just super cool to see the process, how they literally sort every single thing and just turn it like by color, by material, by like how dingy it is. They don't dye it. It's just all like
That's so
completely
cool.
recycled.
That's really
It's
cool.
super cool.
I can't think too much about how fabric is made. I don't understand it.
There's a lot
It's
of
with
things
a
in this
loom.
world. Yeah.
You know,
We don't. It's okay.
why would a girl like me need to know about a loom?
A loom.
I know fruit of the loom.
I'm the sewer of the group.
Yeah, that's
so.
true. That's true.
Anyways,
and then that's
7 minutes.
Hello.
Hi guys. I was asking when the last time the three of us recorded together was, and it was our Thanksgiving episode at Thanksgiving.
And it's what? January
January.
27th.
So it's been like 2 months.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's been a lot going on.
Oh yeah. Well, you were gone.
I was gone. And I
For,
usually
like, a
leave for like a month, like a bit for the holidays. Yeah.
And I
it's
was
just
so
been a lot.
depressed I don't think I could function as a human being.
And now I'm so depressing him.
We all
Awesome, you
take
guys.
turns.
Yeah, we
Aw,
do.
share it.
And Moki, are you so depressed you can't function?
Moki started a new medicine.
Good boy,
Moki did. He's
babe.
about to be done with his pill, and he did so much better with his inhaler today.
Good boy.
How many breaths did he do?
He did 6.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He's supposed to be doing 10. That's not
You're
going to
getting
happen.
there. That's
But
okay.
we've been doing
Making
4 to
steps.
5. So we did 6 today.
Good boy.
I bet your dad was so proud.
Mm-hmm. He's just
Hey,
going to
Betty.
stand there.
He's
for
like,
just
gonna
a
sit
little
there.
bit. Yeah.
And I'm gonna look like that. He's looking into the camera.
Bud?
You know.
Yep. Loves? Okay. Whatever. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah. You were gone. Everyone's been depressed.
Yeah, this season.
Nobody wants to do anything. We have no motivation.
Isolation.
Yep.
Yep.
Just avoiding everything, everyone. And sometimes it'd be like that.
I'm really happy to be here today, though.
Yeah.
Like, I needed to get out of that. I think in my head, I was like, ugh, I'm going to be, like, so tired and not feel well. But then once I get to the place, I'm like, ugh,
I'm
I'm
glad
glad
that I
did it.
left.
Right.
Yeah.
I needed to not, like, just sit in my... I forced myself to go for a walk.
Which
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Go do the thing.
Yeah.
That I literally know will make me feel better. Spending
That's
time
like-
with my friends.
Yeah. That's like you said it the other day. Like, unfortunately, I did go to the gym and I do feel better.
Yeah.
Like, it's really unfortunate when
It's
that
unfortunate
happens.
that improves my mental
Like, it's like
health
the things
because
we
then I
know.
have to keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I hate when people are right.
I hate when I know
Especially
that
my
I'm right and I
boyfriend.
just...
Yeah.
ugh.
Oh, my God.
That's
Don't
the
even
worst
get me
person
started.
to be right. Is Zach. Even though he literally is always... He's like my guiding light.
Right.
Like, during the election, I'm like, what's going to happen? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know?
Please.
He knows
But
everything.
here's the thing, because I'm the same with Thompson, but Thompson has to say it and then give me a minute and I'll find a way to make it my own thought.
Yeah.
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 Like, okay, yeah, honey, maybe you should drink some water. Whatever. Oh my God, look, I got a new water bottle. So that I should probably start drinking more water.
Your chore chart that you were doing.
Yes, my chore chart.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well.
we want to do, just to get it out of the way, highs and lows in our basements? And is that what we do?
Yeah. It's been so long. I literally don't know anymore.
Have I ever recorded? This is a new podcast as of today. Yeah, we can do. I have mine written down.
Okay, you go first.
I'm just gonna have to lean over my.
If you want to put your head in my lap, you can.
My highs. I have a couple. So I have a couple highs, a couple lows, and a couple basements. So
get it.
My highs were. I went and saw my friend this weekend. I took the train for the first time. The train was not my high. Well, the train ride itself, really smooth, really comfortable. I like that you can just like get up and move around. The seats are giant. Nobody sat by me. Views are beautiful. My train there was delayed 2 hours, and my train home was delayed 2 hours.
Ugh.
And like inconveniently, because like then I got to Tri-Cities at 11 p.m. And then I got home like at 12:45, 1. But like I was supposed to take off at like 6:30 in the morning, so I got up early.
Yeah.
And then it kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed. So like sucked. But anyways,
So that was a lot.
Yes. So that was the high, was like seeing my friends in Tri-Cities, Kylie and Fallon and Kenzie. Kylie says she loves when I say her name on the podcast. And then I got a new couch, was my other high, and it's giant, and the cats love it. They just spend all day on it. It's so comfy. And then Zach and I started planning our trip to Europe that we're going to do in the spring, and we're going to go to London and Amsterdam and Bruges. I had to write down how to pronounce it. Bruges in Belgium. Bruges, like Rouge.
Like Rouge.
Yep. Well, that's okay, because I read it as like rogue, so I was like brogue.
No, brogue. No, Bruges. But because we were thinking about going to Brussels, but then Zach found out that Bruges is like right by Brussels, and it's like one of the oldest medieval towns that are like still standing.
So Zach,
we're doing that. It's very historical. My low is I broke off one of my nails.
Boo.
Just lifting up a cabinet. That was sad. I've been compulsive spending a lot. Like I checked my bank account and I was like, I actually can't even believe I've gotten myself into this position. Like the amount of money. And then I went through I'm like, there had to have been a scam in here. No.
Oh no, that is the
it
worst.
was me.
I'm the scam.
I'm like, how did I spend this much money? You guys, I like can't even put a dollar amount to it because I'm so embarrassed about it. But yeah, I've been very impulsive spending. And then we already talked about this, just like having zero motivation.
Oh yeah.
I would love to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym so bad. And I used to be a gym girly. I know that it's not all motivation. I know that you have to get yourself there. But I can't even get myself there.
Yeah.
I pay for a gym membership.
And what?
And you have a free one.
And I have a free one. I pay for a gym membership. I have a free one. And I have a gym literally
Next
next
your
door
apartment.
to my apartment door.
You hear the weights drop.
I
all
can hear
day.
the weights from my apartment. And I can't do any of it. So I literally but the other day I did an at-home workout. And I'm like, okay, well maybe if I can commit to just doing at-home workouts. A lot of it is just leaving the house.
That's my thing, is leaving the house. And I feel like I can't, me and Anna worked out together a month or probably 2 months ago. I could barely just do the machines. No weights.
Yeah.
No weights added to the machine. So I feel like I need to be at a certain, which I don't need to, but I feel like I have to be at a certain fitness level to start going out in public and going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I usually do home workouts for the first couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I just need to keep doing that. Just home workout. And then my last low was that, I haven't been on Vyvanse, my ADHD medication, since Friday. I took it on Thursday and then I ran out. I haven't had it since Friday. Today is Monday. And when I called, I requested a refill online on Wednesday. And I'm like, this is a little late. I am requesting it 2 days before I'm out. And, one full day. And then I called on Friday because I'm like, hey, I haven't heard anything. I just want to see if it'll be ready today or whatever. And the girl lectured me.
No.
You really should be calling sooner to get this refilled. Blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm like, I requested it online on Wednesday. She's like, with this, you have to call. Nobody told me that. And I've never had to call before. This is the first time I've had to call. What do you mean? Yeah. And then she's like, I'm not trying to lecture you. And I'm like,
but it's exactly what you're
well,
doing.
but except for I requested it on Wednesday, A, and then B, I had to call around to multiple pharmacies because all of them were out of stock.
Mm-hmm.
And C, I work in healthcare. I know. I'm fully aware.
Hi.
She just like so lectured me.
Oh my God.
Sometimes we slip up. Sometimes we call after the fact.
Guess what?
I've
this
done
is
that.
an ADHD medication.
Oh, so let's think about
So the thing is, when I'm on it, great.
right.
See, so think about who you're talking to for a second.
So take 1 second and think about who you're talking to. Do you even know who you're talking to right now? Anyway, and I picked it up today, and guess what? New year, price went up $25 for my copay from
I didn't know
42 to 67.
I didn't know prices went up in the new year. Am I dumb?
It's your
No.
insurance benefit that changes.
Yeah. Like my stuff is like $300 right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just haven't picked it
And
up.
then my two basements, I'll start with actually the lesser one. Julia Michaels.
I'm curious about this.
I love Julia Michaels, but she's too fucking busy writing music for Tate McRae.
Yeah.
That she don't put out her own fucking album.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she also wrote on a lot of Brat too, I'm pretty sure.
She writes on every
everything that's good she writes on.
Yes.
The last album she put out was in 2021.
Yeah.
And
Julia Queen.
So now it's been 4 years.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and add to that list Len and Stella.
And Len and Stella, it's been like 10 years.
And you have no excuse because what are you writing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing except living a magical life on a farm with beautiful animals and having a beautiful boyfriend?
So how are you even making money?
So
wouldn't you like an extra, I don't know how much money you would make from an album, but wouldn't you like that much
I'll
money?
pay you $1 million.
I will buy every pressing of the record you have. Anyways, but yeah.
So you love her so much that you hate her.
I love her so much
she's
that
not
she's
making
in my
music.
basement because
Okay.
I want her to put it on. I like when Not in Chronological Order came out, which was her last album, I listened to it like on repeat. Like that is a no skip album for me. Every single song I love. Every single song is good. So yeah,
Maybe I need to get into it a little bit.
It's so good. There's a song on there. It's called like The Kind of Woman, I think, and it basically is like her saying like everything that she like wishes that she could be, and she's like, that's the kind of woman I would leave me for. Like it's what is like some of the lines are like.
Wow, that's depressing.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Yeah, that's
Like
like
it means
so
something.
good.
Like
Yeah.
It's
Like
yeah.
doesn't keep her letters in a drawer, doesn't keep a box of clothes she bought but never wore, and then like all this stuff. Like she wishes she could be that.
Yeah.
And so it's
Oh my
really,
God.
really good.
No.
Anyway, so that's my number one. My number two is the U.S. government, and I don't think I need to elaborate that much on it, but I did I work at a hospital, did send out an email basically being like, if ICE comes into the hospital, you do not talk to them.
Love.
You can call public safety and you do not talk to them.
My high in the last 2 months. I think the last few episodes that I was a part of, I had a lot I was really, really stressed out with my job and just my career and stuff. And so I think that's going to be my high, is that I'm finally in a place with work, both where I'm employed and self-employed, where I'm feeling very good about my work-life balance. I do feel like I'm closely towing the line of I might have too much work and not enough life, but compared to September through December, I feel like things have died down because I worked really hard. I worked really hard so things could die down, and they've died down. Good. So I'm proud of myself for pushing through that, and that's probably my high, is that I'm able to like take a deep breath in life right now. And then my other high is, well, I literally don't know when we finished painting, but we finished painting.
Oh, yeah.
And besides the wall behind me being unfinished, we're pretty much finished with like decorating all the rooms and feeling really good about that. Things have just really died down, and I feel like I am able to be mentally present. I feel like we said earlier, we've all had our moments of depressiveness. I feel like from September to October, I was isolating, gone, hated my life, whatever. And then it was you. Mm-hmm. And now it's Emma. So I'm probably next.
But the cycle continues.
Yes.
Let me know when you're done, and I'll go ahead
Okay,
and start.
yeah, let me just, it's okay. I feel like I'm deep in it, so don't worry.
I got some time.
It's going to
Okay,
be a
you got
minute.
time.
Okay, keep going.
Keep going, girl. Love that for you.
And then my low, honestly, great timing recording this episode because my low was probably last week. I always feel weird talking about when Thompson's out of town. I get nervous, but this goes out once Thompson
Friday.
gets back.
Yeah.
So
He's home.
yeah,
Guys.
he's here.
So don't even think about it.
Also, where's my other necklace?
I think I'm gonna move for a second because
it's entangled. Okay. Yes, Thompson is out of town right now. He's been out of town since last Monday, and he gets back this coming Friday, so 2 weeks. And he travels a lot for work, so I'm used to him leaving. But me and him have been chatting about it since he's gone. I don't know what's different this time, but we both miss each other a lot more than usual, and I'm having like a mental breakdown about it.
Well, because I feel like there's so much time between the last time he traveled. Like, it's been a long time. You're not in like practice anymore, really.
And I feel like there's lots of things. When he was going out of town over the summer, I was working, but I was mainly working for myself. And so I was home alone all the time anyways. Now I'm in a job where I am socializing 24/7. And so like this last week, him not being here, like not talking to people all day. I'm like, what's going on?
We just talked about this.
Yeah, I'm like, hello.
Talk to the cats. It's okay.
Yeah. And honestly, also, not that we were having issues before, but our relationship we've been in a high lately. So, and then I had like a whole moment. Did you see my close friend story today?
No, I don't think I've been on my phone really.
Okay.
No.
Because this is going to go ahead and go into my basement. And in my close friend story, I talked about this. And I need to first say to Emma, please don't. Because, okay. Oh. This has...
Am I your basement?
Emma's my basement. No.
It's okay.
This situation happened with Emma, but Emma doesn't know about it because in the moment I was spiraling so hard that I couldn't even start to talk about it. And I also... Okay.
I'm
so
curious.
Let me set the scene.
So let me set the scene. I'm like, hey Emma, I text Emma in the morning. I'm like, hey Emma, what are you doing? Do you want to work together? So we go and work together at Soho. And so we get there and it's like, I don't know, 1 p.m. maybe. And I hadn't eaten lunch. So I was like, I'm going to order something to drink and I'm going to order something to eat. So we sit down, and to give you a visual, we're sitting at a long table. So me and Emma and some random person were sitting on one end. And then there was someone else like down on the other end.
Were you in the lounge?
Yeah, I think that table's new. It's like right by the restaurant.
Oh, and it's like
it's
the long. Okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
When you said it in your story, I was like, "What table is she talking about?" But now I know what you're talking about.
I never noticed it until like a couple weeks ago. So, anyways, our server comes over, takes my drink order, comes back with my drink, comes over, takes the food order. Brings me my food, and already OCD, germophobia, contamination OCD. I am being so brave because I'm eating sweet potato fries. I'm eating broccolini, which was delicious, with a fork, but I'm eating sweet potato fries with my fingers. And I'm trying to be so good. And I washed my hands before I sat down. I don't need to get up to go wash my hands again. Okay? So I'm sitting there eating my sweet potato fries, shoving them in my mouth, having like the best time. Me and Emma are working. And Emma goes and has to take a call in one of the call booths. And I'm sitting there working, and then the server goes around to the person on the other end of the table, and I didn't hear what the person said, but the server goes, yeah, I have the worst stomach bug right now.
No! Ellie.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, good. You mean those hands that just delivered this food?
You mean, yeah, the food I'm shoving into my mouth right now? You touched all of it?
Good.
Yeah. And so then we were there for another 2 hours, and I don't know if Emma noticed, but I literally just sat there.
I could tell the vibe changed.
Stared at my
I was like, are you done with work?
And that's what I said on my close friend story.
It's time to go. I'm done.
That's what I said on my close friend story. I was like, Emma probably was like, what the fuck is going on? Because like I just like literally sat there, and every once in a while Thompson would tag me, and I was like spiraling, like blowing his phone up, like blah blah blah, and like you would look over at my screen and I'd like close my text.
Oh my God. I was like, wow, she's like talking shit about me.
Because I was spiraling so hard in the moment, and I didn't I didn't want to say it out loud because then it would be more real.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was Friday afternoon, and then my mom had to come over Friday night because I was not okay. And then by Sunday morning, I woke up and started feeling fine. But literally,
is that why you were so anxious this weekend?
Yes. Yeah. Was because like
no idea.
My OCD was like, well, that's it.
See ya.
That's it. All done. So the server,
sorry.
It's okay. But I just wanted to preface that. But
too. I'm
yes,
staying away.
Yes. But I just want to preface that because you were there for the incident, but you had no idea what was happening.
That just goes to show you just never know what people are going through.
Oh,
literally. She was like mentally spiraling. I was like, this girl has got all her work done. Look at her sitting.
Productive. So anyways, that server's in my basement. I did, while we were sitting there, go ahead and email the like membership director. I said, hey, Queen, I just had a concerning interaction.
I mean, but honestly, that is the place where you should do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, that is a members only place.
Yes.
Like, you expect quality service. Honestly, a lot of the times the service at Soho isn't that great.
No.
We should be emailing them more often.
Yes.
Because we three don't pay for our memberships because we did a mentorship / what was yours called? Fellowship. But like everyone else there pays for their membership.
Yeah.
And they pay like upwards of $100 a month depending on how old you are.
Yeah.
And if I'm paying this much money, I better fucking be getting good service.
Yeah. Well, and that was also my thing was, yes, I need to be getting good service, but yes,
also,
this is a high-end place. And okay, I just want to also say, like, I have never personally worked in like food industry or the service industry in that sense. But I'm not dumb. I understand that it's like a very demanding and grueling job most of the time. And I know that people go to work sick. Like, I'm not dumb. I just don't need to hear it while I'm eating the food that you just served.
That's so true.
And so that's what I said in my email. I was like, I just don't think these conversations need to be had with
in a public space.
Yeah. With like the members.
Yeah.
And so she was like, round of drinks on us. And I'm like, well, okay.
I don't drink.
But thank you.
Sure.
But also, like that even because it's like, that's like when people are like, my work sent us all out a bottle of wine for like our company Christmas present.
Yes.
That is stupid.
Hello.
That is so stupid.
Yeah.
Not everybody drinks.
Alcohol should never be a gift.
No. So anyways, that server's in my basement. I didn't name her by name because I didn't get her name, but she's in my basement. And if by perchance she happens upon this, watch what you say, Queen. Some of us have emetophobia.
Especially
I hope
around
you're feeling
us.
better, but
Yeah.
don't do that.
Well, I'm someone who's worked in the food and service industry, and so has Emma. She worked as a barista, and I absolutely came to work after I was in the hospital for the weekend.
Yeah.
I literally had to leave the hospital to go to work.
Literally.
Well, I guess it was like more like not physical. That was more like, no,
Right,
you're not gonna catch it.
Yeah, for me it was like my pancreas and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like members didn't like members. People wouldn't come in and I'd be like serving them wine and I'd be like, yeah, I just spent the weekend in the hospital.
Oh, just why are we talk about it with your coworkers in the
Yeah.
back. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't even tell people when I was working there. I didn't even tell people I didn't drink.
Yeah.
Because why would they want to buy wine from a girl who doesn't drink?
No,
That's
we
fair.
don't need to
I do
say
know my
every
shit,
Yeah.
but like
No, every thought that is in our mind doesn't need to come out of our mouths.
No.
Especially to people, especially like the members at Soho, because people pay a lot of money to be there.
shame needs to return.
Bring back shame, honestly.
I'm bringing it, guys. So fear not. That is deeply rooted.
And then I think also my basement is the state of Florida, because that's where Thompson's in, and not good.
Yeah.
No.
Boo. All right, Emma.
All right.
Time for your yap fest.
30 minutes in, and
So we each got
We're doing
about
great.
10 minutes.
We're doing great. It's fine.
No, this is what we wanted to do.
Highs. There's a lot of exciting things in the works, which I am excited about. I just feel like I'm kind of in the midst of not really seeing that come into fruition yet. So it's just been like a lot of, maybe that's a low, I guess. So my high and my low is I have a lot of stuff going on, but that's very exciting. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of change this year. I don't know that that's a high or a low either. It's been bringing a lot of anxiety, but I know that change is necessary. So,
Gotta be a big year for Geminis.
it's gonna be a big
Apparently.
year for Geminis. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Highs. I'm really grateful that my friends like you guys don't get upset because I just like haven't really been able to be much of a person outside of the house, especially after dark.
Like, hello.
Oh, 5 p.m. Time to go. Time to get ready for bed.
Bye bye.
Let's not forget
Actually-
my text to both of you that I said no people are allowed in my house right now.
No.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
we get it.
Yeah.
Real. So, yeah, highs. I think we're just riding the waves. I think it's been a lot of lows recently, and it's been hard to see the highs, but I'm grateful for the people in my life. I can't think of anything specific in the moment, and I had a bunch of things earlier. I've been trying to do more things to take care of myself and step back from a lot of stuff. So I've been saying no to a lot more things. I've been
Foreshadowing. I'm gonna zoom in on your
Stay
face.
tuned. But like going for walks and just like kind of like incorporating the things that I need to do for my mental health. Like we were saying, like the gym, like, ugh, I hate that it helps. Like, no, going for walks, getting outside of the house, like
Yeah.
doing the things that I know are going to help. Lows, change. There's so much changing. I'm moving out of my apartment. I'm getting kicked off of my parents' insurance. There's just a lot of, it just feels like a very transitional period, which I know is a good thing in the grand scheme of things, but it just feels a little overwhelming at the moment. Yeah, I think just life right now is a lot. Doctors, I feel like my health feels like it's kind of backsliding a little bit right now, and I don't know if that's also because of my mental health and that's like going hand in hand, or my mental health is declining because my health is declining.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, I'm not really sure what's affecting what, but there's a variable in there that's really swanging.
It's not a correlation, it's causation at this point.
So, and then basement, the government, like you said, I think that I just like I just feel like existing is weird right now because I feel like I need to be doing all the things, but I also need to be taking care of myself, but also like standing up for things, because obviously like everything not it just like there's just so much, like I just like don't really even know where to like begin. And I feel like I've just been so overwhelmed and I just haven't been motivated to do things that everything's kind of been building up to. And I like didn't see my therapist for a little bit just because of the holidays and stuff. So I think that it's just been like a lot. So yeah, my basement, and also my basement is my anorectal manometry because my butthole hurts.
Awesome.
My butthole hurts.
When you
There it
posted that
is.
you were getting that done, I Googled it because I'm like, what is this? Oh my God.
It wasn't even like bad. And you know what? Unfortunately, I've had so many fingers and things stuck up there for medical reasons.
Yeah.
That it just doesn't even fit. 7:45 in the morning. Yeah, I'll take that appointment.
I'll be there. Put it up
Get
my
a balloon
butt.
up my butt.
Oh, do I have to do enemas at 5 a.m.?
Well, what
2 hours before? Okay, I'll do that.
the thing that like, when it was like, and then you push, and I'm like, oh my God, you're pushing, you're awake and you're pushing.
Anna texted me, you're awake and you're pushing. I get what you said, but it made me giggle, and I was like, yeah.
I literally was like, this is like my worst nightmare. But I guess if you're used to it, because I'm not, like, I've had a colonoscopy and I was asleep, so it's like,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And
Yeah, I've
you've
done a
had
lot
one
of
too, but-
colonics and like, but yeah, I was asleep for the.
I think on our first date you
I
went
was going to
colonics
colonics
afterwards,
'cause
and that was the first time I had heard of it, and I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, sorry, I have to go to an appointment. I'm getting pooped. Oh, pooped. That's not even what I was going to say.
Someone's gonna poop me.
But they did. Yeah. So yeah, that I just keep getting like random like stabbing butthole pains, which doesn't
Awesome.
really feel awesome. But I get those normally randomly, but it's just been a
Yeah.
little bit more
Butthole lightning.
pronounced. Butthole lightning.
Yeah.
Guava. check that off every day. Butthole lightning, actually, what's my insight? It's here every day. It doesn't matter what you do. It's okay.
I love it when your most frequent ones are like up at the top of the list, because then I'm like, joint pain, hand swelling, like all those ones. I'm like, check it off. Like, yeah.
Oh, you know what it is.
I just have those every day.
These are just my baseline. Well, I just grouped a lot of my symptoms last night because I was like baseline. Oh, what's my baseline? Literally everyone here.
Yeah.
But there were some outliers, like some that are like
every once in a while, once in a blue moon.
I pulled a muscle today.
I have a couple things to speak to that you just said, and one of them might be better to wait for
later
in a minute
discussion.
But just talking about like changes and doing scary things. I am on, for anybody who watches X-Files, I'm on season 9, which is the last season, and the main guy, Mulder, who's played by David Duchovny, is not in this season. So I feel like I can finally start to like consume like current time media of the actors and stuff, because he was really all I cared about. And he has a podcast called Fail Better, and it's just about like, he has celebrities on and they just talk about like their failures and stuff, and it's very interesting. But he had Tony Hawk on, so obviously
of course Tony Hawk is my dad.
Yes, he is. And they were talking about how, like, I think it was the Tony Hawk episode, confidence and like feeling excited about change doesn't come until after the change. Like usually before, it's the anxiety and the worry and that confidence and all that comes after. And I can't remember exactly what they were saying. They were applying it to skate tricks. But
catch me on the board, guys.
Yep.
No. I'm just going to say 360 no scope. That is Call of Duty.
That is going to be Call of Duty. We have brothers.
Pop shove it.
Yes. Yes. Ollie. But just hearing you say that change is scary. And I think there's this like what can be sometimes toxic mindset going into change of like, it's going to be great and like take it head on, but like, okay, but I'm also scared. No, because I don't know what's coming and I don't know how to prepare. That's like the biggest thing about change is you don't you can't for what you don't know.
Yeah.
So don't be too hard on yourself.
Thank you.
And then my other thing that I don't know when we want to start discussing this.
We can lead right into it if we want.
Okay. Are you done with all your catch ups?
Sure. I had so many things in my mind and then my face got so red. I felt like I was on stage.
Nervous?
I'm nervous, guys. So,
well, if it comes up, then you can just bring it back up.
Okay.
But
yeah, for
Emma
sure.
has something that she wants to say.
So to just jump back into it, I am stepping away from the podcast. In the spirit of, did you see that?
I did that on accident with my button. Sorry. I had to make this about me.
I think, guys, I think there's a ghost.
Me too. It said,
I don't know what was that, guys.
I'm scared. I am
Harry
scared.
Potter.
Guys, wait, we have to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, she's been watching all the Harry
I
Potter.
watched it all the
Did
way
you finish
through.
them? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Big girl.
Okay.
I might be dropping out of the pod, but
She's
You've
watching
seen every
Harry
Harry
but
Potter.
I've seen Harry Potter, so really. Yeah, I think, it was hard to kind of not say that in the highs and lows. And I think I love this so much. I just feel like I haven't really been able to show up in pretty much any of the spaces of my life in ways that I would want to, just because I have been so overwhelmed. I've been so stressed. I was saying to someone who is my partner, boyfriend, I
our
guess.
nickname was for him was Coach.
Coach.
It's okay. It's established at this point. So let me just drop that.
Announcement
on the pod. On the last episode of Emma. Well, not last episode of the pod, but last episode with Emma.
Last episode of me for right now. And you know what? And we kind of talked about it. Well, I didn't even finish that thought. Okay. Makes sense. So my Adderall's worn off.
You were talking to?
Oh yeah, I was talking to Liam, and I was just like, I just feel like I've been so snappy and so like angry, and he was like, I mean, I can tell you're stressed, but I don't think that you're snappy. I don't think that you've been. And I just like, that is just the feeling that I feel like I'm exemplifying. What is that? What's the word?
Protruding.
I was going to say protruding, but protruding sounded...
Exuding.
Exuding is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Anger and stress is the feeling that I feel like I'm exuding, and I feel like that is just like not the version of myself. So I feel like I kind of have to pull away from some things, even if they're things that make me happy, because I just need to prioritize getting my mental health in order, and then hopefully my physical health will follow, or at least I'll feel better in one department and not feel like both of them are kind of crumbling right now. Plus, just with my insurance, like I am getting kicked off my parents' insurance, and I'm just like kind of just in this limbo. There's like a lot of stuff that's kind of, I feel like it's hitting me all at once, and it's not like I didn't know it was coming. I knew the insurance. I wake up for the last probably 2 years. I think about it every single day.
Yeah.
Stress about it. But what have I done? Nothing.
Well, also, there's not a lot you can do before you are actually kicked off of
right.
insurance.
And that's where I'm at, like with looking at apartments right now too. Is like
you can't,
it's too early. And
anything that you see now is not going to be available when you're ready to move.
But I want to prepare, and I don't want to like. So I'm just kind of. Yeah, I think I need to kind of step back into life for a little bit. Just because I've been a little bit comfortable. I've lived in the same place for 3 years. Anyways, but we kind of talked about maybe coming on once in a while. It's not like I'm going, like it's not like we're like breaking up as friends, like, and that's what we kind of talked about earlier. It's like, well, we don't want people to think that we're like not friends anymore. It's just a matter of I tried to make it work for a while, and I think, I mean, we've had talks about it before, just like all of us have been overwhelmed, and I just feel like I'm not able to like put as much into this as I want, and I would rather like show up fully than show up half-assed. I guess. And that's what I've been feeling.
And to speak so candidly to anybody listening, like, we don't make money from this, and not that I want to speak on anybody's financial situation, but it's hard to commit a lot of time and energy to something that you're not making a lot of money from when you have a million other things going on in your life. And it's hard to, like, I feel like I relate to a lot of what you're going through right now, Emma, because around this time last year, I basically had to start saying no to everything that wasn't work. Like, nothing. I had to say no to everything that didn't immediately affect income, personal relationships, and like mental sanity.
And
I couldn't,
personal relationships.
Yes.
And like I can't even withhold. Sometimes.
And so it's
just
like
weird...
this podcast. It's not like it takes a lot, but it takes something.
Well, it's a matter of like also just finding the time where all three of us feel well enough, and then that's like physically, but then also mentally, and do we have the space, and then where we meet, like, not that it's hard, but it's just like
it's just another thing to add to the list.
It's not like it's just like, okay, this day we're gonna do it. Like, we've tried that, and we're like, Tuesday we're gonna do recording on Tuesday, and then one of us doesn't feel well, and then the next day we're gonna do it, someone else doesn't feel like and a lot of the times it's me.
Well, but I'm also, and I wouldn't even say it's like a perfectionist thing in me, but I like, if I'm not doing, I don't want to do something if I'm not doing it like perfectly. And so I've struggled with that with the podcast, and I had to work on that in my job, and I feel better about it now, but like I have a really hard time putting things out specifically creatively, because I'm a very creative person, if I don't feel like it's perfect. Like, I for work will spend 2 hours on a reel because I don't like the way the text and the video matches up for like 3 seconds. And my boss was like, so I'm paying you for your time and nobody cares
but I care,
right? And so I had to just, so I feel like that was kind of a barrier for me with the podcast, was I was just like, well, if it's not perfect, then I don't want to do it. You know? And so, I just, not to continue speaking for you or speak over you, but I just want to make sure it's clear that like we're all still friends, and like it has nothing to do with our friendship.
Well, and I feel like that was, just to chime in like before we get back to it, but what you said about like it's hard when it's something that you love and you're leaving. Like, that's what it was when I left coaching. I was like, I love this. This is something that I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life. I love my kids. This like creatively satisfies me. Satisfies me? and all that. And then I like was like, but this is like, I have to give this up. If I don't give this up, like the other two things that I'm doing right now are making me money. And this, like the money I make from coaching, which was, I only made in my last year out of like the 7 years on and off coaching, only paid for my gas. And I was working 13-hour days. And like, it wasn't that much of a chore to me, really, like, because I loved it, but I had to give it up.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm so glad I did. And now I'm in a better place with my mental health, my physical health. And so I think, oh, like maybe I could do that again. No, like if I went back to that, I would go back to where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like
And we want, like, this isn't like Emma's never going to be back on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm still around. I mean, we're still here.
Yeah.
I'm still happy to like drop in. I think it's just like a matter of having something not consistently on my schedule.
The commitment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Not that
like
you
feeling
can't
bad
commit,
for like, but there are a
Yeah.
lot of times that I can't, and then I feel super guilty having to cancel because I'm like, well, it's not only you guys are depending on us, like you guys are, and like not even in like a, you make us feel like we have to, like, no, I just want to like again show up the way that I want to, and I feel like I'm not responding to texts. I have 600 messages, text messages. You know what? Granted, let's say half of those are political or like skip. I'm not talking to anyone. I just talked to my dad today for like the first time in 2 weeks, and I talk to him every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am just. So we're gonna pull ourselves out of it, and that's what this is right now. This is me being intentional about my mental and physical health, especially because it's declining, especially because I go to so many doctor's appointments in a week, and like I just need ease. Not that this is an ease. It's just, it's hard to explain it because it's just like, yeah, I don't know. And it's not even like the money. I'm money too. Like it's not like I'm not doing it because of the money too, but yeah, like I'm.
But a little bit.
Money. I mean, everybody is. Money makes the world go round, unfortunately. And what I do for a job, while I absolutely love it and I wouldn't change it for the world, I don't make money sustainably. Like I am not. No. Like, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, not even that, like, I need, like, when you only have, like, let's just use this, like, the spoon system. When you only have so many spoons, you can't use, as a chronically ill person who you already face barriers making income for various reasons. And again, I'm not trying to speak to your financial situation.
No.
But you have to be very intentional with your time, because you also have to, like you're saying, you're going to be on your own insurance, you're moving out by yourself. You have to be very intentional with your time and how you're using that to make money.
Right.
So if you're spending a bunch of time doing this podcast where we're not making an income, and you could be spending that little energy that you have in that moment go do something that is making you money, go do that. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's
it's
a no-brainer.
Just so hard because it's never been for the money, but it's also, and this is,
but it has to be.
We work on this in therapy. Yeah. Like literally any therapist I've seen since being in the position that I'm in right now. Like, I'm grateful that my career is my passion. But it's hard because I don't want to, like, I just want to like help and not charge people or like make money or like have people think that I'm fake because I am working with companies or like posting things that maybe are less of me just talking to a camera, but me talking about things that actually work for me because I would never talk about. But it's just like,
I've never understood that with like people who are on social media and do like, how do you expect them to afford to live?
Right.
Hello? Like, money
Also,
makes the world go round.
If you just love their content, then you like and share and interact with the things that make them money.
Right.
Because if you want them to keep making content, you have to put them in a position where they can make money from it.
Yes. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think that's like, yeah. Even like my Obi, I get pushed back. I'm wearing it right now. But people,
oh my God, people think that
like,
you are,
you must work for, like, with that. Like, you're doing it just for money. You're I'm just like, guys, I wish you could understand, like,
if you only knew.
If y'all only understood
I
commission
literally am talking
structure
about stuff because I'm using it
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Like, someone said it the other day, Liam. He, like, touched my stomach and he was like, is my Obi on under there? Like, it's like a second skin. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, it's always on. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. So, I digress. But
So yeah,
I'm just stressed and overwhelmed and needing to step back from things. And unfortunately, that includes this. But it's not like I'm going to be gone from, like, I'm still going to be doing what I was doing before with my social media and hopefully, like, bigger things, because hopefully I'll have more energy to actually do things that I feel like can be, I don't know, helpful to
you have to
the community.
step back a little bit in order
So
to
that I
step
can
forward.
Yeah. And I feel like I've just been trying to, like, step forward, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm burnt
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
As much as I'm like, there's no way you could be burnt out. People work jobs and blah 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 and all the time and 9 to 5s, and I'm like, yeah, but when you work for yourself, you don't stop. And it's not like,
No.
I'm not saying that social media is like a hard job. It's just constant, and it is very frustrating and very time consuming sometimes. Like,
And you're
It
the
is.
brand.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, so
Like,
then
when
get,
I leave work,
Yeah.
I am not Anna who works in kidney transplant. I'm
Yeah.
just Anna.
Yeah.
But you're always Emma.
You're always endometriosis M,
Yeah.
which
thanks,
Godspeed, sister.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
Which I love. It just
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
and it's gonna allow me to do more in-person events, and that's what I really want to do, and I really want, and, like, I don't know, we're gonna see where life takes us. It's scary, like you said, but
Yeah.
hindsight, and I know that everything works out, and not in, like, a toxic positivity way, but like, I know that things will work out the way that they're supposed to, even if I'm not feeling it in the moment.
Yeah.
So, and as Anna said, it's a big year for Gemini, so buckle up.
Yeah.
buckle
So
in.
watch
Big
out.
Gemini.
I got a
year.
lot of Geminis in my life, so strap in.
2 in this room.
Literally,
gonna
buckle
be good.
up. 3. Smokey's a Gemini.
3 in this room.
Moggy.
And then our editor, Zach.
Oh, yes.
There are 4
Sick.
Geminis included
this
in this podcast at the moment.
Yeah. So, big things happening.
Yeah.
Yay.
But yeah, I feel like I had so much to say. I have stuff written in my notes app, but I just know, like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we are. Yeah.
we are doing
We are
our
proud of-
best.
We are proud of Emma for putting herself first,
Mm-hmm.
and it has nothing to do with our relationships or.
Just want to tickle your toes.
Yeah.
Tickle
And
my
that's what we wanted
toes.
to, like, drill.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed in our relationship. Like, this is like,
To be honest,
we had a fight in October.
we had a big fight in October.
And guess what? We still continued on in this podcast, and
Yeah.
we're still friends now.
And you never
Yep.
knew.
And you guys didn't know. Yeah.
And you guys didn't even know.
Yeah,
My
I
own
think.
personal friends didn't even know until this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I don't know, and I do want to say, because I wasn't nervous with your reactions, but I just don't want to disappoint the people that I love, or, like, throw something, like, just like, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then all of a sudden, like, what? Why are you dropping out? Which I think we've trickled, like, little whatever, like, the
Yeah.
overwhelm and everything. But when I did text Ellie and Anna, both of them responded so kindly that it made me cry.
Aw.
Because Anna responded immediately. As
Well, because
most, like,
I'm an immediate responder.
do.
But B, I already, like, you had already talked about this. Like,
Yeah.
before the holidays, you're like, I just don't know if I'm going to continue. And when you said that, I'm like, I do think that's the right idea for her, but I don't want to say it. Because I don't want you to think, I didn't want to say it and you'd be like, wow, she doesn't even want me.
no.
I did
yeah.
think that was going to be the right call for you. So, like, I already was like, yep.
Yeah.
Called that.
Well, yeah. No, but Anna, literally, you responded and you were like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I know that, like, with people pleasing tendencies, probably, like, I don't know exactly what you said, but basically, like, in the past, that's probably something that I would have done or, like, not had the conversation, which is so true. And I feel like I'm in, like, my villain era right now because I'm actually learning how to set boundaries, and it's not in,
Yeah.
like, a way of, like, mean, but I just.
It's weird setting boundaries when you're not used to it.
Yeah.
And now I'm, like, getting used to it. I'm like, wait, am I mean
No.
again? Because I was mean. I was a mean girl before.
No,
Well,
I think
mean again.
I wasn't a mean. Well, I did what I knew at the time. I did best with what I knew at the time. That is what
Yes.
or there's a quote that I keep having to read because
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that there is a very toxic narrative around setting boundaries. A lot of people set boundaries and it's really actually just being rude to people.
right.
But I haven't gotten that vibe from you. I
No.
would tell you if you're being a bitch.
As
And
you
I think
should.
also a lot of times when we are setting boundaries, the way we feel depends on the other person's reaction, which is again work that you have to do in therapy, and you have to learn how to deal with that part.
Yeah. And then like
But that
standing
also-
clear with my boundaries, or like actually like
Yes.
holding those boundaries and not just like setting them and being like,
And it also
well,
tells you a lot about the people that you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah,
When you
how
do
they react
set those
to-
healthy boundaries, and if they react negatively, then it's like, oh,
i.e. this.
Mm-hmm.
Other boundaries in my life I've maybe set, and then I've been told that they're actually not boundaries and I'm just doing it to hurt them.
right, because it's about them.
Right.
Yep.
So yes, that
Didn't
was
you
very
know?
healing the way that you guys responded. That is what I want to say. And
Good.
you know what? We were kind of talking about this earlier too, and like it can be hard to maintain friendships, and sometimes like that doesn't always. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But,
Well,
like,
we had a fight.
right. But then we all sat down and talked about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like we all expressed like what we were feeling, and we apologized for hurt feelings, and like things were definitely escalated for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're not going to have a fight and then have a talk and everything gets worked out in the talk and then it's all of a sudden your best friends.
Just
again.
kidding, let's forget
Right.
it.
Like you do have to rev back up.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't think that hurt our friendship at any great length. I think if anything, it just like kind of let us know how to communicate with each other.
If anything,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna make our friendship. Like Ellie and I
Mhm.
hung out for the first time. Well, granted, I haven't
Two
really been seeing
times this
anyone.
week.
Yeah,
Hello. Okay, here's
which we used to hang out every single day and be attached to each other's hip.
every single day. Something you guys might not know is me and Emma were first friends. I probably saw her more than I saw Thompson. We literally hung out every
We
single
were
day.
a throuple. Well,
we were.
Not in that
but we were.
sense.
But
we
that's what I
were.
would say. Like in the sense
We were.
of
Like
we would hang
it
out
would
a lot.
be like Thompson, me and Emma are hanging out. Do you want to hang out with us? Or
You can
me and
come with
Thompson
us.
would go on dates and Emma would just join.
It's very true.
So
I've gotten some cute pictures of you guys.
Yes.
skipping, like
our
Oh,
personal
yes.
photographer.
I just
Um,
yeah.
and then I don't know, this is getting kind of off topic, but just as things started, like weird barriers started being like put between and life things started happening that we don't need to get into publicly. We stopped hanging out. And then this week we hung out twice
Which is what I needed. So
Yeah.
maybe this is the start
of something.
of something new.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think and this would actually be a really great episode to have Emma back for, is just doing an episode on friendship, because I feel like
Mhm.
we all have like very different
Friendship styles.
friendship styles and like how we've had friendships in our lives and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like I do think that would be a good episode to have all three of us on again. And
Yeah.
that's like Emma said, she's gonna come back and be on episodes. She's just not gonna be, she's gonna be a friend of instead of a main character.
Yes.
Well, she's
My
always
main-
a main character.
She's a main character in her own story.
In my
Yeah.
own. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Yeah.
A friend of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're not getting rid of me yet.
No.
You'll just hear less of my voice.
It's like the friend in like the book that you're reading that like every time they are in like a part of the book you're like I love this person.
That will
love
be me,
them.
guys.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. If you don't chuckle like that, I'm gonna be sad.
Emma's on.
She's here
This week.
today. Remember her? Yeah. So I think I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
many times can we say yeah?
Put a yeah counter up, please.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more to say, but
I have so much to say, but I think I just
Well, I know we just wanted to be chatty today, and I said this at the end of my solo episode last week, but a lot of our content moving forward is just going to be chatty like this.
yeah.
I personally felt like I was like, anything too rigid, I'm feeling like a spokesperson.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just need to be a little bit more loosey goosey.
Over the holidays, we were doing a lot of like recommendations
Yes,
and very
yes.
structured.
And I wasn't in love with that.
No, this is gonna turn into a potty.
You heard it. This is gonna
turn into a
potty.
Everyone pull down your pants.
Wait, I want to stay. I'm back. I retract my unoffer.
A comedy podcast.
It's
That's
gonna
what I
turn
was
into
trying
a
to
potty.
say.
Funnier when you now that you just said what you were trying
know.
to say.
A comedy podcast. Because if you could hear our conversations just on the daily, you would think we were the funniest people in the world.
Yeah, like there should be a reality show about us.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Secret
anyways.
life
Can we
Chronicle
rebrand the
Girls.
potty?
The podcast.
BODY.
Hey, you guys can do a whole restructure.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
We'll see.
We've thought about it, but
It would be really hard with the email
really hard. Everything's
tied to our email.
All that.
Yeah. Which
We have hats.
I need to send
Don't
Erin, I'm gonna send out your package. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. But I messaged her
And
last
we were
week.
also okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, like I was worried about the fires.
Yeah.
Do you think it's good to send them now?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Erin won our giveaway. Did we even talk about our giveaway?
No, but we did our
We
giveaway.
did a giveaway.
And it was awesome and so many people entered and we paid for everything ourselves.
We did.
Like it wasn't
So-
sponsored.
So literally, everyone here is gold diggers.
Yep.
Have you listened to this podcast?
If you entered our giveaway,
oh my god!
if you listen to this
Potty
potty,
podcast.
You're a gold digger. Anyways, okay. Well, it's at the point where I can't talk. So.
oh no.
So
You put the gum in your mouth
And now we're
and
She's lost control.
Nothing can speak.
No.
Nothing can speak.
yeah, we're fine. It's fine.
And it's 7:30 p.m.
Time for bed. 2
Yeah.
hours ago.
I went to bed at 8:00 last night and woke up at 8:00 this morning.
Wow.
Nice. Did
Yeah.
you feel rested when you woke
I
up?
felt so fucking good.
That's
I mean, my ring,
Yep.
like I did wake up a lot, so my ring's like said I only got like 11 hours of sleep with like waking up and stuff.
yeah.
But I'm like still 11 hours of sleep because yesterday my ring was like, oh, you're showing minor signs of strain. And then this morning it said you're showing major signs of strain.
Oh.
I just like haven't been sleeping very well and I've been very stressed and yeah. So like I had to put my aura in rest mode today because I was like, I'm just not.
Good. I forget you
Doing
can do
anything.
that.
I know.
I do it all the time.
So it doesn't just make me feel bad
yeah.
about myself.
Maybe you should stretch your legs or
Oh,
whatever it says.
Stretch my legs?
Every
I
time it
actually
says
can't
that,
feel
I'm
my
like,
legs right
guess
now.
what? I work
That
a 9 to
seems
5 and I can't leave my
ableist.
desk, but okay.
Okay, let me just do a little dance real quick.
Yeah.
You got a
Literally.
crown on your sleep score.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Nice.
89.
Emma, you're in the 70s.
Ellie got a crown on her sleep score too. 85.
Nice.
Because I went to bed before 1 a.m. last night. I've been simsing it up.
Ellie and I have been our Sims era.
Yeah.
I want to sim.
I can
I
send you the
said-
video.
Everybody come over. Bring your computers. Let's have a Sims party.
We'll show you how to
I do have the
download
Wicked
it.
Whims mod, so we can make my Sims have sex. And pole dance.
And
do
hit a
drugs,
bong.
And hit a bong.
Oh, I'm here.
We can download different sex positions.
I was just,
Wow,
I'm like,
this is really
the Sims can
exciting.
already have sex, but with Wicked Whims, it's like graphic.
It is. It's like
Interesting.
cuck style. Okay, actually, I should not. Keep going.
It's crazy out
It's for
here.
entertainment purposes only, okay, guys?
But yeah, Ellie and I,
I
have
just think it's funny.
been in our Sims
Entertain-
era. And
Yeah.
we were talking the other night. I'm like, the thing is, like, when I play Sims, I'm up till 2 a.m.
Oh,
because you are like, I'll just do another hour. Like, I'll be done at 12. No, it's 2 a.m.
2 in the
I don't know
morning.
that I need that.
You don't.
You
You
don't.
do?
It's a
So speaking
huge
of
time suck.
overwhelm,
It is well, but it is a nice like when you're doing it, you don't do anything else. Like when I do it, I'm not checking my phone. I'm not watching TV. Like I'm just doing The Sims.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it is kind of a nice like
Like
pull
if
you
you're
away from
anxious or you
everything.
need to be
Yes.
distracted, it's like,
Yes, like when I got on the
Always?
train and I was like,
Let me build a
my
house.
POTS was so bad. I was like, oh my god, the person behind me wouldn't stop coughing. I couldn't find my mask. I was freaking the fuck out. Found my mask and then I clicked on The Sims and played Sims on the train and I was like, I feel so much better.
yeah, it is really great. But I have been staying up until 2 because Thompson
Yeah.
went out of town and I said, perfect.
this
is my time to shine. Yeah.
Sim it up.
It up.
So last night I did go to bed before 2 a.m. So then I got a crown on my sleep score.
That's
There
really
you go.
exciting. I
Yeah.
haven't been going to sleep. That's
So-
another thing too. I just haven't been sleeping really. So
But you said that your patch helped you.
They actually have been helping.
What are they called?
Again, the good patch. I've seen them in Ulta, and I've been really curious about them for a really long time. This one's like the B12 Awake, so it has B12, caffeine, and then green tea. But I don't
green tea
know.
extract
But I haven't
or
been
something?
doing like a second cup of coffee.
Wow.
And I genuinely felt good today. And then I felt horrible. And then I took another Adderall and had coffee, and I have the patch, and now I'm awake.
And now you're
Emma's
on
gonna go run a marathon.
And then I
after
say,
this.
why can't I sleep at night? Oh, because I'm so tired in the day. And then I try to pump myself up. And then
for
when I get to bed, I'm like,
hours. Yeah.
You need to
I feel
read,
great.
because I feel like this needs to be you, a book called My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and it is about a girl who takes sleeping pills for 6 months and sleeps for 6 months. And that's like the whole book, basically.
so
Jesus is sleeping.
yeah.
wake me up when September ends.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know the song. Yeah, I've just been really sedating myself with THC, CBD, CBG, CBN.
This weekend, I'm going to get high for the first time in like years. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
I
We need to get you some good stuff.
But I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to smoke. I can't. Edibles, here's my thing with edibles. It either hits me really hard 2 hours after I take it and I'm not functioning, or I don't feel it at all.
Yeah.
And I'm a strictly edibles. I don't smoke.
Yeah. See, I like with smoking that I
We're like the opposites.
I'm smoking and I'm high.
And
And
if
then-
it
yeah,
comes
and then
down,
it's
I can
gone.
get high again if
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Like
I'm,
you know that's your peak, or like
Yes.
you
Yeah.
hit your,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not
I
just, like,
think with me,
anticipating.
the smoking, I'm like oral fixation, so I end up doing
Oh,
way
yeah.
more than I should.
Yes.
I hate having dry mouth,
Oh, yeah.
which is already hard for me with my medication.
Yeah.
So that's like final boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
literally.
And I just like, I'm a little aversion to smoking in general just because of working in healthcare. And that's not like shaming you guys for
Shame us,
smoking.
please.
Shamey, I think I
But-
need it.
Just like, I'm like, God, okay, so like,
No.
if I went into, this is my spiral.
Okay.
I'm
Spiral for us real
speaking,
quick.
If I
Queen.
had to go into an emergency surgery
Oh.
and I am a smoker, a regular smoker of not cigarettes or nicotine, like THC, just smoking in general, like that increases my risk of blood clots. I'm already terrified of blood clots. I literally like always wear compression socks on a plane. That's how terrified I am of blood clots. So that's why I'm like, I just can't do smoking.
And
yeah.
you live your truth.
And I'm living my truth.
Everybody
And I do
has
edibles now, and
Yeah.
I'm really happy with it. And I found my little groove, and I'm gonna just try branching out soon and seeing if I like other things. But yeah, I think we've talked about like head high versus body high.
Oh, if I cannot do indica, or I'm sure I'm peeing my pants the whole time. Like I'm doing, if you're watching video, I'm doing this.
That's how I used to.
Like literally
Yeah.
the whole time.
That's not fun. That's not
No.
fun.
So
No.
I can only do sativa. And I was talking about this. I can't remember with who. But I was talking about it the other day about who was I talking about this
Your mom?
with?
Emmy? Me?
Maybe it was Emmy. Okay, it was Emmy. I was really confused who I was talking about it with. Anyways, before me.
Honestly.
Before I started dating Thompson, I was dating around a little bit, and I was seeing this guy who worked at a grower. He was a grower, so he had the best. He knew everything. And so I literally explained everything in depth to him. I was like, I don't want a body high. I don't want my body to go numb. I want to giggle. I get really anxious. And he literally picked out the perfect pre-roll for me, the perfect strain. Guys, it was the best high I've ever had in my entire life. We smoked it. I sat down, laughed the hardest I've ever laughed at like 2 SpongeBob episodes, took the best nap of my life, woke up, and I was sober again. And that was like,
That's what
And
I
that's it.
aspire for.
that is like what I want to do
Yep.
when I'm high.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to giggle really hard
Yeah.
for like an hour and a half and then go to bed and have a really good nap.
Oh my God, I took an edible at Ellie's mom's birthday.
Oh, you were having the time of your
I
life.
was having so much fun. And Ellie's dad, who listens to this, I know it's Ellie's dad. Ellie's dad also had taken an edible, and it was so fucking funny.
We were playing Jackbox games, and the website you have to go to is jackbox.tv, and we were all creating our names, and all of a sudden a profile with the name jackbox.tv showed up. And he was like, what?
He's like, oh, I was trying to type in drug. It's trying to type in Drugbox TV. It was so funny. And then he did a question where he typed in, why Thompson? Why?
Yes,
and then
he thought it was the funniest
He thought it was
thing.
so funny, and then Thompson was like, "Wow!" And then he's like, "No, I mean like." It was just so funny. And then Ellie's mom took the same edible as me, but it didn't hit her until like when we left.
Yeah.
But then she texted me and she's like, "I love this. Like, can you send me a picture of it?"
But I just kept looking over at you, and you were just having the time of your life.
I was
And
laughing
like,
so
I want to
much.
be on that level.
I was laughing so much.
And you looked like you had high eyes, but not in like a weird
Not in
way.
like
but like
a
I just was
strung
like,
out,
she's having a good time.
I was. It was the wild huckleberry. My I
so
take half
good.
Chuckleberry.
The chuckleberry, as Kaylee Mariah.
Maybe I
call
need
it.
some chuckleberry.
It's
Yes.
so good. I take half, and because like I asked them, I'm like, I want to go to the bar like with everyone, but I'm not drinking anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm not drinking because of like the substance part of it. I'm not drinking because it makes my pancreas and liver hurt.
Yeah.
And I was only drinking like once a month, so it's not really a thing to give up. And so, but I'm like, but I still want to do something, because then I feel like when I go out to the bars and everyone's drinking, I'm like, well, I want to drink.
Yeah.
And here I am. That's
Yeah.
why I've been like I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then Kaylee and Mariah were like, oh, when we go out and we don't want to drink that much, we take half of this edible and then we get like one drink when we're out, and we have like the best time. And so that's why I tried it.
Yeah.
And it is like so good. I could probably take a whole, but it's more like I should stay home.
Yeah. That, like,
The half is like a
there's
going out.
Fine.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes-
The full is like I'm going to stay at home and watch
That
like
was
Smosh
last
videos. Yeah.
Yes. Last night.
By the way, my dad loves Smosh.
Yes. Yes. If you're listening to this and you watch Smosh, I am like, Zach makes fun of me because he's like, nobody watches Smosh. You watch Smosh. And I'm like, okay, you know what?
I was
Fuck
at my
you.
parents' last night. My dad was like, you should watch Smosh Reddit
Yes.
stories.
I love that podcast.
Yes.
It's so good. Zach and I watched it last night. But yeah, I love Smosh. And they
I
do
don't
a
even know what
character.
it is.
Well, they do a character called The Chosen. One of them does. It's like a skit comedy YouTube channel. It actually started in like 2012 or something.
They were like a OG YouTube
Yeah.
group, kind of.
And now they've grown into like a whole company, and they have like a cast and stuff. And they do like it. Some of it is cringy because like they are theater kids, and like they do like improv and stuff. And sometimes the jokes don't hit. But one of the guys, Shane, he was on iCarly for a little bit. He does this character called The Chosen, and he like, it's like incel, like he wears like these like shades, and then he like parts his hair down the middle. He wears like a wolf shirt. But yeah, being high. And I think that'll be another episode we should have Emma back
Yes.
for.
Oh, I'll be, because we should all be high.
We're baby stoners.
Let's
We're already planning it. I'm coming back.
Okay,
Oh my God.
we'll do a high episode.
We're, guys.
Okay.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
That would be fun.
Or something we do for Patreon. Like
Yes.
once a month we can just get high and then just record ourselves.
So
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
good news for everybody is I'm high every night. So really, you just got to catch me.
Good
at the
news.
right
Right.
time.
Yeah. Sun goes down.
Sun goes
Pen
down.
comes up.
Good
and-
news.
Yes.
Good news. Sometimes Emma gets high and starts replying to all of her Instagram DMs.
If you got an Instagram DM from me last night, I apologize. Genuinely.
She might have. She might have called you, sent you a voice note.
I might have
She doesn't know.
accidentally wrote you a story. I may have done. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I'm sure
Well,
whoever
it's like
got
when
that
you're-
message
it's
loved
like
it.
when you're drunk and you're like, every Instagram story is meant for you and you have to like and respond to them.
Yes.
It's that same thing when you're high.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when people do that to me.
Oh,
when
I
I'm like, this
love
person
it.
is drunk and they're replying to my shit.
I love
Like,
it.
oh, so we're
Yeah,
closer
we're
than I
friends.
remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
So
we're
we're really
besties.
good friends.
Yeah,
Okay, cool,
because
cool,
I
cool.
wouldn't ever like I would if I was drunk and responding to your story, like I would also do that while I was sober, but like I'm more apt to do it when I'm
Yes.
drunk. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I'm reaching out to you
Yep.
because I only would do it when I'm drunk.
No,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So actually, if you got a message from Emma last night, you're welcome.
You're welcome. It just might have
She's
been
thinking about
lengthy,
you.
and I might have had a lot of detail that maybe didn't need to be in there. But
If something didn't make sense, just reach back out for clarification.
I won't
Let me
respond,
know.
but you can. It's okay. We're working on that too. I can't wait for therapy tomorrow. It's gonna be so good.
Oh yeah, Tuesday therapy girls.
Yeah, I need more time with her.
You're not in therapy anymore. I need to get back into therapy.
Kaylee also has therapy on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay. Well,
Therapy, and so
when
does
you go
Becca.
back.
My Becca. So really, all of us. And it used to be Thursday for me.
I feel like Tuesday's the perfect day.
Tuesday's good because it's like Monday not happening.
No.
No.
If I had to
Tuesday
do therapy
prepare me
today-
for the week.
Yeah. And like Wednesday, you're like, ugh.
No.
Like
Yeah.
the
Thursday,
week is so heavy right
too close
now.
to Friday.
Yeah. And then Friday, I'm thinking about
Friday,
the weekend.
I've
Yeah.
been checked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
And I feel like usually Mondays are like the days that piss me off the most.
me
Well,
too.
that's when you're getting back into the swing of things. So you're
Yeah.
already like, your emotions are running high.
Yeah.
I do Tuesday therapy is perfect. I used to do it on, I think, Thursdays, and I like it was fine, but I do like the Tuesdays more.
Yeah.
I like my Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Therapy.
I
It
liked
will
it
be a
when I
good
was
one.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can. I'm happy
We'll
to
get
sit
you
down
to
with you
suck
and
it.
we
Guys,
go
I
look at
hate
my
trying to
old,
find a new
my
therapist. I
old
know.
therapist just moved back.
Oh yeah.
You should
Okay.
You should try and see them.
Okay.
I really like them.
Okay.
If you like a therapist that's, first of all, they have like dark humor, and so
Yes.
they are like funny. Like they're gonna make jokes with you.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And they also
it's a
are
comedy session.
a potty.
It's a body.
They also like when I was seeing them, I do like it's hard because I love my therapist now, but I did love my last therapist,
Yeah.
and so like I am like, oh, like I'm not gonna stop the progress I'm making now.
Yeah.
But they are just they'll call you out on your shit, which is like
They moved-
sometimes I
They
need
moved
that.
out of the country.
They moved
Did
to
they move back?
Canada, and they moved back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll have to tell you the whole story after. But
Yeah, I want to know.
but yeah, so they're back in the area. If you're in Oregon, and they only do telehealth.
Okay.
They don't do in person. So I know
Okay.
you prefer in person.
I do.
Me too.
But I am thinking I'm going to need to do both regular therapy and go to like an OCD clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more what I need in-person therapy for. is
Yeah.
To be
Yeah,
like
that
sitting
makes
with
sense.
someone and to be...
Yeah.
And like I want to do EMDR and that has to be done in
Mhm.
person. And well, it doesn't have to, but...
Well, and I really liked my last therapist because I feel like they like challenged my way of thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was seeing them, they were like, do you think you could maybe like girls? Maybe like, do you
Yeah.
think that you maybe? And I was like, oh my God, I do like girls.
Yeah.
And not like they were like,
Yes, you
"Yeah,
do." Yeah.
yay.
Yeah.
But like, because the first time they asked me that, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, like I never thought I could be open to that because of religious trauma. And so, but like stuff like that. And then like when I was going through my eating disorder and like normalizing a lot of it, and they were like, that's actually so not normal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
And there's so many different kinds of therapy. And I think I'm at a point in my life where that is the kind of therapy I need because I've been in therapy pretty consistently since I was like 14. So like, I know the tricks.
You don't need the
I know
like
the
gentle
tools.
parenting.
No, I need you to be like, this is what, like, you need to change this about the way that you're thinking. I
Yeah.
need more like direct queen.
Not like, no, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
last
Which is also
therapist was definitely more on that vibe
Yeah.
of like just super affirming, which is, again, there's so many different types of therapy and we all need different types of therapy, but that's just not what I needed. Like, I know that a lot of what I'm thinking, the problem is I'm affirming myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need you to tell me that
So
I'm
the
thinking crazy.
The thing with OCD. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll reach out to them.
Yeah. I'll send you their info. Okay. They're good.
Therapy, guys.
Go.
It's good.
Therapy.
If you can,
Oh.
do it.
Also, today I went to the doctor and they're going to cut the bump out of my neck.
Oh.
One of my lows over the last few weeks was that I did go ahead. So,
Oh.
I don't know if...
This requires a little bit of backstory.
Yeah. I don't know if we've gone over... Sorry, we're at an hour and a half, but
Oh,
we took a
well,
lot of
some
breaks.
that was going to the bathroom.
Yeah, and saying things we need to cut out. Anyways, and we're just chatting. Some lore that I don't know if we've discussed is that my car was stolen a year and a half ago.
Ellie has a Kia.
I do have a Kia. And the Kia boys came for me. They came for me and they got me.
Ruthlessly.
They did. And when it happened, I made a TikTok that blew up. I don't know. If I was on the creator fund, I would have made some money, but
Too bad, too bad.
Yeah. I did a news interview. Okay. It was really like, I was like, sure, I'll do it. and I regret it to this day because it's really embarrassing. But anyways,
I don't think it's that embarrassing.
I hate it.
Because it's you. That's fair. I get that.
Yeah.
Well, and you're supposed to, like,
Yeah.
like, how are people perceiving this
Right.
person?
Well,
Yeah.
I am now
And
discovering
there we
how
go.
people are perceiving me, because the other day me and Whit Thompson were watching the news on YouTube, as we do, and we saw the guy who interviewed me, and we were like, oh my god, I wonder if my interview's on YouTube, because I hadn't looked at to this point. And we go, sure enough, it's on YouTube. Thompson's like, let's look at the comments. I said, nope, I'm okay. Starts reading them to me. Someone says, has she gotten that bump on her neck checked out? Oh.
And to the doctor
Exit
I
out.
go.
Okay.
Chop it off.
Yep. So no, hadn't gotten it checked out.
If you're that commenter, what did I call him the other day? Like, I love cars 5, 6, 7, 8 or something.
Literally.
Yeah.
I hadn't gotten it checked out because it showed up like 2020, 2021. I had other things to worry about then, and it's never hurt. It's never like it doesn't. It's not concerning.
irregular. Yeah.
No, it's a cyst. So I went to the doctor this morning, and it was confirmed that it's a cyst, and I'm gonna have it removed.
Nice. Okay.
So love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you.
You know
I
what?
love cars, I guess.
Yeah.
Because really,
Yeah.
your rude opinion.
You saved a life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she gave me the option, which sound off in the comments which option you would have chosen.
We'll put up a poll.
She gave me the option she could do it or to go to be referred out to derm. But I just decided to have her do it because she said that last time she checked, derm was scheduling out until like August.
Yeah.
It's January. And now that I know I'm going to have it removed, I kind of just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
Well, and I wouldn't, like, and this is how I feel about mostly tattoos, but I wouldn't want to go through recover free for anything in the summer.
No.
Yeah.
Because then,
that's
like,
true.
you have to protect it from the sun.
Yeah.
Like, all that. It's
Yeah.
like, you can't swim.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the added layer. And that's why I, like, always get my tattoos, like, late. Like,
Yeah.
either at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year,
Yeah.
wherein you're not going to be in the sun or swimming or
Yeah.
anything.
And
Smart.
also because technically there's like a level of the fact that it's not like too concerning medically. It would have been way more expensive to go to the derm.
Yeah.
Oh. Mhm.
And I just don't really care if there's a scar there because I've had a big bump there for the last 5
Yeah.
years. So
And you say, yeah, it's my.
And then you'll be the
Hello?
new scar girl.
check out my new scar. I loved on TikTok when all of the I lived on TikTok when everybody thought it was going away and all the creators were like coming out with all of their secrets,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was back up 12 hours later,
Yeah.
and then some people had some apologizing to do.
Why would you expose yourself on just because one platform's
Oh,
gone? It doesn't mean your
hello?
life is
No.
like.
Instagram,
Like, that's going to follow you
Yeah.
if you're going to keep
It's-
being a creator.
And
Yeah.
also, it didn't get taken away everywhere.
No.
Just.
yep, just here.
Oh my God, those 12 hours.
Well, guys, I like just didn't even. When that message popped up, I was like, don't know if I ever even want to use this app.
Oh my
I
God,
know.
no.
And that's how I'm feeling. I'm like, it's going to be bought by someone that's really shitty. And then we're all not going to use it. Because, like,
It already is getting shitty.
it's already getting shitty. I had to block like the Instagram and Facebook TikToks accounts because
Oh.
then I was just getting like meta ads all the time.
Yeah.
A, but then B, I've been talking with Zach and I'm like, it's just gonna be bought by a buddy of Donald Trump.
Right.
That's how it's gonna happen. And then like people are gonna stop using it. But then I was like, I wonder. This is how my brain works. I Google everything. I am a Googler. I was like, I wonder what like the value of Twitter is now that like Elon has do you know that since he has bought Twitter, it has lost 80% of its value?
Wow.
I'm
Because
not
nobody
surprised.
fucking uses it because they hate him.
It's and the app now sucks.
And the app now sucks.
Yeah.
And even like if you need to use it from a browser, like because I deleted when it was still Twitter, the second that it switched over to him, I deleted
Yeah.
my account.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah.
But when you like try to go to like a X link from the browser and then you like go to that profile, it doesn't show you like, it shows you nothing in order.
Yeah.
and you can only see like the last like 5 things.
Well, it's like TikTok. If Thompson doesn't have a TikTok, so I can't send him TikTok link because you can't open it if you don't have
which is
an account.
stupid.
Because they literally just want you to.
They're like, you need to
Yes.
download our app to use
I'll
it.
just screen record it.
And TikTok Shop has ruined TikTok. Every
my
other
God.
video is an ad.
I don't trust TikTok Shop. Like, I could be making money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I've just had like a weird. I mean, no shame to anybody. That
I know. Ellie
uses
and I
it
both
or
have sweaters
whatever,
from TikTok
but-
Shop that are amazing.
I'm just like
You-
it just
like-
makes me a little uneasy.
You can buy from like reputable
No, right.
brands, but then there's
But
people
then they'll
who
do
knock
their
off the
own-
reputable
yeah.
brands, and so you think you're buying from them, but you're actually not.
I'm just always worried
Yeah.
about getting scammed. Or
Yeah,
like
no, it's like
having-
for sure in the same realm, like we said earlier, of like Temu and Shein.
Oh yeah.
it just sucks because
Which-
there are like good small businesses on there too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I wanted to say this earlier. I forgot to mention this. If you do shop on Temu or Shein because that's what you can afford, that's like not what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
saying.
No.
Because like I have pants from Shein that I bought in 2020 that I still wear, and that's what you're going to need to be doing.
Yes.
Like how much you wear and use your clothes is the value of your clothes. As long
Yes.
as you're not buying things and throwing them away.
like
It's
most,
all,
like a lot of people.
Which a
do.
lot of
like,
people
oh,
who
yeah.
do fast fashion are. So like you just have to be wise about your pieces because like I said, Ellie and I both have these sweaters from TikTok Shop.
Mhm.
They're both very plain colors
Mhm.
love
and they're
it.
like a silhouette that's not super trendy. Like we'll
Mhm.
wear them for the next like couple years, and yeah, they were $15 a sweater.
But they're so cute.
They are so cute. I wear
They're-
them. I wear them
complimented it.
almost every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And you have a sweater kind of like the sweater you wore to your event is like a
Yeah.
little similar.
I found that in the back of my closet the other day. And I was like,
It's
"Where'd you
so
come from?"
cute.
She's thrifted, and then I
Emma's-
accidentally put it through the dryer.
Emma's TikTok Shop is the back of her closet.
You guys should see Emma's closet.
You should.
You know what, guys? I actually cleaned it a little bit because my closet door broke off
Oh.
because that's not the first door that's just broken off. Like
Mhm.
the cabinet that almost decapitated me in my apartment.
Awesome.
But instead, it was my big slider door, so I had someone in my room today. So I spent
Mhm.
the whole day cleaning it because I
Mm.
couldn't have Jamal know that.
Jamal?
That is the state
Oh,
that
the
my
maintenance
room is in.
man.
My maintenance man. Yes.
I was wondering if we were
Sorry.
Introducing another character.
Yeah.
Another character has been introduced. I didn't
Jamal.
need to say his
Jamal.
name, but he helped me out a lot.
So if you're
today.
keeping track, it's Jamal and Liam.
What else?
and car guy
Who
four
else
five
is
six
name?
seven.
And we're card by 4, 5, 6, 7.
Anyway.
Anyways, I feel like I talked 80% of that episode, but
No, but
because I feel like
you
that-
haven't been on it a little bit.
True, I had things to say.
We gotta talk.
You've been loading it all up.
yes.
Yeah, well, so next episode will be Ellie and I don't know. We're going to start bringing on guests soon, especially now that we have video.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring on my nephew
Yeah.
soon because he's like desperate to record. He's 9.
Yes.
And but also chronically ill girly.
Yes.
And then my friend Lauren, I want to have on soon. She's in med school right now. So I think that'd be a good perspective because she's been learning about things in med school now that doctors haven't learned about, like POTS and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So people on here.
And I would love to have, and I haven't talked to either of them about this, so
I haven't talked to
either
Lauren
of you are
about this.
listening. Guess what? I want to have you on the podcast.
Surprise.
My friend Hannah and my cousin Sam, not necessarily together, but one of them, because they both also have HS.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people have HS and nobody wants to talk
Nobody
about it.
talks about it.
So,
Also,
we need
my
someone to
friend
join me.
Taylor has HS.
yeah, literally, let's get an HS
Panel.
panel going on here.
I could learn a lot.
Okay.
Honestly.
I've learned a lot from you and
From your
seeing
whole
things.
pictures.
Seeing things.
From-
Emma was the first ever friend of mine to see my butthole. So
Sure was. Yes. And if that's not my friendship, I don't want it. Sorry.
yeah, basically.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah. We'll
Slips
talk about
to your
that on the
butthole.
friendship episode because that's definitely my friendship style is like you're
You
either
know
seeing my
everything
butthole
about
and you
me.
know everything about me or like we're just casual friends.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have like a. It's all in.
Yeah.
I don't know how to not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, just with like who we are as people.
I
Yeah.
just.
You kinda
there's
just
no
have to.
mystique.
At
No.
this point in my life, I'm more like that, but I was voted the most friendliest in high school, so I am a friend to all. Like,
Yes.
Which,
And
I know the saying is like, a friend to all is
a friend to none.
a friend to none, but like truly, like I am very friendly. But now at
Yes.
this point in my life, I'm like,
Yes.
oh.
And not to say that I don't want, like, not that I would be rude
You
to
can't be
anybody.
her friend.
Literally try talking to me and see what happens.
No, you're just gonna know everything about us. That's
what I'm
all.
saying.
Well, and then we're at the point where we're picky about who we want to know everything
Correct.
about us.
But
which
I
is good.
also do have a podcast where I say everything.
Yeah,
So,
and then also I just share.
So we're all best
literally
friends.
everything
Right,
online.
right.
So
like
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that we share, but you only show your butthole to a select few.
yeah, and you
And
haven't
well,
seen it.
and that's
I know someone who
members
has.
only.
speak for yourself. Yeah, that's going to be on our Patreon.
if you want to yes, and we think we're going to do a Patreon. I think it's going to be
Yes.
like $2 a person.
Yeah.
Because I want to stream The Sims on there like so bad.
Stop. I want to stream so bad. Okay, we're going to do Patreon. It's going to be very cheap. We're going to do bonus episodes where we get high and stream
Yes.
video games.
And I don't know. Like
And
maybe
I
I'll
don't know.
put like vlogs on there or like
Or maybe like,
a blog post.
Yeah.
A journal entry.
yeah.
I'll start scanning my journal.
If you're on the Patreon, you can be on
Honestly?
my close friend story. Okay, anyways.
Okay, let's wrap this thing up. So recap, Emma's leaving the podcast.
yeah.
We hate her.
She's the worst.
Obviously.
We all
We're not
fighted.
friends anymore. We fighted. Just kidding. Emma will be here every
fighted.
once in a while.
I'll be
Yeah.
here. I'll be around
Whenever she feels like it. There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
pressure.
It's all
But
about.
it's open door policy for Emma.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
we'll definitely
I
invite
know
you
your door
back
code.
for friendship for sure. Friendship
Yes.
episode someday,
And
and then high episode.
anytime
and
you're
then
high,
gardening.
Let me know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, gardening.
We'll
I
have
need to start referring
a
to
garden
that
time.
because
that's what I've been doing. I like
It's so
it.
fun.
I've been censored.
Oh, yeah.
I am being censored.
Yeah.
My favorite high content creator. I sent you a post by her today.
I love her. You
Oh,
sent that to
okay,
me,
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
she is one of my favorite.
I love her.
I don't know how she functions and does all the things high
she's
all
high
the time.
every single day.
I'm
and
like,
wake up
I
in the
don't know who
morning
we're
and
talking
hi.
about. Hit Dabigail?
Her name's
Oh.
Natalie.
Oh,
would hit-
Dabigail.
Yes.
Yes. I know.
Benjamin
I know.
Dabigail.
who we're talking about.
And
But
she just like
Dabigail
has
is,
like
like-
dark hair and she's
Yes.
like always traveling. I'm like, what
She's
are you
so
doing?
beautiful.
Yeah.
She's
She's
just like,
stunning. She's a
knows how to
runner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
exercises is high all the time.
All the things I want to be.
I
I
want to
just wanna
exercise
be
while
her.
high so bad.
I want to cook,
Because I'm
exercise,
like, I'm
and be
gonna-
high.
Let me be good at it.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
We're getting
Anyway.
we love Emma. We love all of you. It'll be me and Anna next episode.
And then some friends in the future.
Yeah.
But listen to it on Spotify or Apple, or you can watch us here on YouTube.
Yay.
And the
Exciting.
background will probably change. I don't think we are going to keep it to one solid place unless we
No.
start making money
No, because
and we have a
unless
studio.
you guys start paying us and then someone wants to sponsor us, I know we have a studio.
Yeah.
And then Emma will come back.
And then I'll come back.
And then if you guys really want Emma
in
on
it
this
for me?
podcast, you have to
give
pay
us money.
but for real.
That's so
Not
funny.
really.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Love you so much. Just don't be a stranger.
Okay.
Message Emma when she's high.
And you might get a response.